Alrighty, my lovely Trails fans, and welcome back to our next episode of Trails in the Sky. Right, so we had that shocking development on last episode where we saw a fire in the orphanage. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be going there straight away. We have some conversations that we're going to have with the lovely people of Ruan. Truly sorry for the trouble yesterday. I can only promise you that it will not happen again. I have no excuse. So yeah, I know you guys are probably scrambling to find out what's happened at that orphanage, but we also don't want to miss out on all of the wonderful developments that are happening in the lives of our NPCs. So I'm going to make sure that we find out what's going on here, do any side quests, and then we will focus on the orphanage. Ruan's been called the seaside city for ages. Anyone can see why, really. I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. There's nothing here that's telling me why it would be a seaside anything. Alright, is Jerky Face gone? Look at that. Jerky Face isn't even using that room. Alrighty. So that's everyone in the hotel spoken to. The last place we're going to be going to is the Bracer Guild. So once we speak to Jean there, then we'll have to go and investigate the orphanage. Haha, can you believe I've been here for 10 years already? The years certainly do creep up on you. Oh no, sorry, tell lie. We won't have to go and do the orphanage, but it does advance the story, so I'm gonna speak to everybody before we start advancing the story. I'm just the girl here today. I'm looking after the house today all by myself. My mum and dad are working and my brother's off at school. I'm kinda lonely. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. I've been thinking over this whole matter with my son. Not so much about whether I'd prefer he pursue a life at sea or college. I think I'd be okay with whatever he wants so long as he can make a decent living. I hate to admit it, but I'd rather leave the choice up to him. The Royal Academy's entrance exam is apparently as difficult as I'd heard. It might take a lot more dedication than Sunday school ever did. I want to eventually work as a crewman aboard an airship. It's what I've wanted to do ever since I was a little kid, and that's never changed even once in all that time. Let's see, who else do we have to speak to? I think if we go down here, there's probably that guy fishing on the dock to go and talk to again. Oh, there's a whole group of people. Did you drop your dentures somewhere around here? You wanted to play with bangles? I'm sorry, all I'm getting from that is, has anyone seen my banana? Surely that's not quite right. Ah, poor guy. If you get in trouble, who do you call? That's right, you call Braces. At home or abroad, it doesn't matter. Braces are always around to help. I love those guys. My dad dropped his dentures into the water. We don't have a spare set, so I'm guessing the rest of the day we'll be playing charades. Do I dare speak to him? Has his Hohambahasi? Help me! Poor guy. That's gotta be irritating trying to speak without any teeth. Alrighty. Who's this young lady? Where did the birds go? They spread their wings and fly off to unknown lands. They look so small up in the sky, but they're strong creatures. I wish I could live like they do. Let's see, here's the Orbital factory. I heard about it from Jean. Someone from the royal family is apparently here in Ruan. If he shares the same bloodline as Queen Alicia, I'll bet he's really refined and dignified. I guess he's coming to just make his presence known. Yeah, more like the opposite of refined and dignified. No one should cross the bridge alone. There's been a big increase in tourist traffic lately. I hope those people by the dockside warehouse don't go causing any trouble. Anyone over here today? Yep. The scenery is gorgeous, but the history is really sad. All that's left to see are the historical sites from the war. Our lighthouse was built around 40 years ago, roughly the same time as the Langland Bridge. It's one of the few structures that wasn't damaged in the war. I've caught a few today, but these aren't big enough catches to satisfy me. I'm going to catch a real whopper, one for the record books. In the name of the Holy Order of the Fishermen's Guild. I didn't realise there were paladin fishers. Figured this place would be noisy being right below a casino. Instead, it's actually very quiet and peaceful. I'm a little late, but I came for breakfast. Rumour has it that my brother's little crew got caught up with the mayor yesterday. I bet money they only act out like this because they're insecure. When you think about it, it's kind of pathetic. Yeah, a little bit. Criminals usually are pathetic though. Once the tourist season starts up, I want to pull in customers from all walks of life. Since tourism is getting so popular, it's resulted in more customers for me. I want to get the remodelling done as soon as possible, so we'll be busy again. That explains why it's so quiet for the diners, because they're not actually doing anything right now. Ah, no work to be done, now I can relax. I don't get much of a chance to do so, usually what with being a merchant in Bose. Definitely not good for one's health. Didn't check upstairs on the little balcony if there was anyone out there, but I guess not. Never know when somebody might appear somewhere new, so you have to check all the corners. Right, there's the guild. We were just in there. Let me see. This afternoon we'll be going to Erletten. The Lavantar serves seafood. We've been over there. Let's go to church. I hope that today's mass will be a relatively peaceful affair. Good morning. The morning mass starts soon. Will you be participating? I'm sorry, sister, but I got brace of things to do. There are quite a few other countries, both large and small, on the continent aside from Laberle, Erebonia and Calvard. Far to the east of these nations, the entire culture is very different. That's why the Republic is made up of so many different cultures. Back when I was younger, I sailed all over those countries. Sounds like a very well-travelled man. Another nice day today. But hey, good weather or bad, I'm ready for anything the day throws at me. I bet it'd be kind of cool to just like sit in one of those when it's raining, just being surrounded by, you know, the rain. I find rain quite peaceful. Clive's been teaching me. Thanks to him, I'm a lot more confident in my work. Haha, he's almost more like a father than a brother. Got that? I'll explain it again. Applying orbital energy to the rotor blade converts the linear kinetic energy and causes the blade to rotate. That's the basis for any standard orbital engine. A lot of technical jargon. Now let's see. Until the airship shows up, I should check over the equipment. And was there one more person to speak to? I feel like there was. I'm not seeing them anywhere, so I guess not. Or he's somewhere else today. Over the bridge we go. See what everyone around here has to say today. The seafood from Azealia Bay is the best you'll ever have. Oh right, today I'd recommend the fish that's pan-seared in wine and topped with roe. Since airship transit got suspended right as I was about to leave, I had to walk here from Zeiss. Let me tell you, that's no gentle massage on the feet. But hey, it could have been much worse. I've always been a fisherman. All of the fish in my store are caught fresh by me. I take a boat out early in the mornings. I'm not generally one to boast, but you won't find fresher fish anywhere else in Ruan. There are some fishing rods propped against the rack. I wonder if we'll be able to borrow one for a bit. I'm the navigation officer on a merchant vessel. I may be a little drunk right now, but I'm at sea for months at a time. I'm allowed, darn it. If you're looking to make money, the tourism industry is a safer bet than fishing. But the folks on this side of the river would never be able to handle that line of work. Long ago, Ruan was built entirely around foreign trade and commercial fishing. Nowadays, the harbour brings in the least money of anywhere in the business district. I'm of the opinion that it started turning into a tourist trap as soon as Mayor Dalmor was sworn in. We have a lot of foreign goods just packed into the ships. It's not a surprise to anyone that most of it's ornament related these days. Laberle made ornaments are the most famous in the world. I don't know why the mayor hasn't done something to get rid of them. If they're just allowed to run amok, they're just going to keep getting worse. Darn it, where'd I drop it? I have to get it back before anyone finds out. Ah, now that's satisfying. Nothing like some real physical work to get your blood pumping. Let's go to the mayor's house before we go anywhere else. There's a very fine mansion on this side of the river. It's the residence of Ruan's mayor, Morris Dalmor. The job of mayor has typically been held by the head of House Dalmor for generations now. Oh, look who it is. Now then, where should I focus my investigation next? I should probably start by walking over to the crime scene. There's a crime scene somewhere, apparently. My husband's gone off to work and my son's at school. I suppose I should set about getting the house cleaned up. I guess there's nobody else inside. Off to the mayor's residence. That statue there is of the founder of House Dalmor. Pretty inspiring, huh? The mayor's always been the head of House Dalmor. Since the mayor comes from such a noble background, he carries quite a bit of clout. This estate has belonged to the head of the Dalmors for generations. Can't do much of anything about all the things that the mayor says. They say that the mayor is elected because of his lineage. Well, they're half right. Upset the townsfolk enough, and you can be sure that they'll fight back in some way or another. But it was those townsfolk who elected him all the same. They share the blame for this, don't you know? Sounds like some of his staff are really a great big fan of him. The mayor could be very particular about what he'd eat as a child. Nowadays, though, he'll eat almost anything. Perhaps it's just part of being mayor. Well, people's taste buds tend to evolve as they get older. I have immense respect for the master's good name. Feudal lords may no longer exist, but House Dalmor still bears a great deal of responsibility. For every just and true person, there is another like those you met yesterday. I suspect we may wind up employing your services as bracers before too long. I'm sure you've heard that someone from the royal family is currently visiting Ruan. In light of yesterday's incident and the potential dangers to his grace, Jean is being called upon to make certain that his visit goes smoothly. I kind of hope it doesn't, because that guy needs a reality check. And I don't think there's anybody who has enough money to sign it. Alrighty, so we've got this house here. My dad was super mad when his watch broke the other day. Lewis can be such a mischievous child. It's as if he's never satisfied unless he tries out every harebrained notion that pops into his head. I take it he broke his dad's watch? Ruan has been changing into a real tourist area lately. It presents a real opportunity for me. It means that I'll have customers from all over Laberle coming here. Personally, I see absolutely no issues with the mayor's plans for tourist expansion. Oh, are we leaving already? No, we should stop by the guild first. Jean may have some work for us. Okay, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, I forgot there's no more houses that way. That leads out of town. Which means we just have... if there even is like one person over here to speak to. Nope, I guess not. So we'll head over to the Brace Guild. Let's see what's up here. Ruan's seen a lot of tourists coming through lately. It's been keeping me super busy with guard jobs, not to mention searching for lost property. I could really use your help dealing with this stuff. Let's see our new quests. So we've got the warehouse key. I lost my warehouse key somewhere and I really need it. Please find it ASAP. See me at the harbour. I lost my orbital gun prototype along the Orient Causeway. If you happen to find it, please bring it to me. And a monster outside the Seville Tower. So a lot of those are going to be south from here, so we're going to have to speak to Jean anyway so we can get out. Good morning, Jean. Good morning. Good morning. You're certainly here early. Yep, just like we promised. I know it's early, but do you have any assignments for us? Ah, music to my ears. Let's see. There are just so many options. Go easy on us. Oh, hold on just a moment, please. Hello, you've reached the Bracer Guild. Oh, it's an incoming communication from the White Magnolia. How unusual. I'm impressed you were able to reach us with that old comm equipment. What did you say? I see. That's definitely a major issue. Yes, I understand. I'll send someone over shortly. What's wrong? Another case? It could be a case or just an accident, I'm not sure. Last night the orphanage on the coastal road caught fire and burned down. No way. Any idea who might have done it? That was the proprietor of the Minoria Inn who called. Are you two familiar with the Mercia orphanage? Familiar? We were there just yesterday afternoon. Are the kids and the matron okay? That I don't know. We have to conduct a full investigation, and it has to be as thorough as possible. Would you be willing? Of course we would. Let's head over there now then. Good. Take care. Well, no, we should be heading over there immediately, but instead we're going to go do some side quests. So there is a chap around here who has lost his key, I believe. Pardon the interruption. Are you Hog by any chance? Yeah, that's me. Oh, are you guys bracers? Yes, that's right. Did you happen to lose a warehouse key? Yes, I did. I was working with the barrels around the crane the other day. I guess I must have dropped it somewhere around there. I was waiting around to have a drink at the Aqua Rosa. I probably dropped it in that area. That's really all I know. We'll go check it out. If you should happen to remember anything else, please let us know. Sure thing. See you later. Right, now we get to do a nice fun quest of searching for a key. So this is the Aqua Rosa. It's probably somewhere on the outside. Okay, how do we get down there? Okay, there's a plank there. Okay. So let's have a looky-do around here then. Oh, there's a shiny. Looks like something shining. It's something in the water. I wonder what it could be. If Mr. Hogg were here, maybe we could check it out. But what do? We can't exactly dive in to have a look. If we had something hooked to snag it, then maybe... And that would be the fishing rod, and we know where those are. Hello, welcome. Hey, we saw you had some fishing rods upstairs. Would you mind if we borrowed one? Oh, not at all. Just say the word and you're welcome to borrow it any time. Just bring it back whenever you're done. Alrighty, so we need to get back over there again. And get this fished up. Looks like someone dropped something. Check it out, it might be useful. Maybe we should pick up some kind of tool or... Oh, I know. Ta-da! I get it, you're going to try fishing it out. Isn't that going to be difficult? Haha, just you sit back and watch the magnificent Estelle at work. Fine, fine. Do as you please. There we go, got the warehouse key. Check me out, I got it. Pretty impressive. I have to admit, I didn't think you'd be able to do it. Hey, that's not really the same as congratulating me. But check it out, this looks like the warehouse key that Mr. Hogg was talking about. No telling how it got dropped in here. Let's bring it back to him. Okay. So let's go return that fishing rod while we're at it as well. Ah, thank you. So did the goddess smile upon your rod today? Just let me know if you get hungry, I'll cook you the best meal you've ever had. What a nice guy. Sorry to bother you while you're working. What you need? Ah, well, we found something. This is the key, right? This is it? Yep, no bones about it. Hey, thank you guys. You really saved my skin. Say, why is it all tangled up with fishing line? Haha, it's kind of a long story. Well, no big deal. I got a split, thanks again. Thanks. Hopefully I can count on you if I get myself into a fix again. Alrighty, that's one side quest down. Now we get to go this way and do the other quests. Alrighty, so we're in a new area now, so we actually need to do some grinding of beasts. Alrighty, because these fights are pretty simple, so I'm basically on this difficulty just going to be casting White Gehenna on them, so the fights are going to go pretty easy. So any of those smaller fights, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the video. This looks like a boss chest. Death blow too? Oh, it wasn't. Reduced to searching empty chests. That's really sad. Yeah, so these fights are pretty simple. The only strategy I'm literally using is just, and I'll show you on this one, the White Gehenna move, which obviously is going to be eating through my EP. But as you see there, pretty good chance of just wiping them out in one hit. Alrighty, any other monsters on this trail? So there's the Saffield Tower. So we will be going there as well. Let's go to Letton first, and then we'll go to the Saffield Tower. Got to get those preemptive strikes in, it just makes things a lot easier. I'm already starting to get closer to my next level up. Letton checkpoint. So I believe we're just probably here for some additional dialogue more than anything, because I don't think the other two quests are completed here. I heard we had a messenger from Leiston Fortress a while back. No telling what that was about. Cromwell's talking to Sarge about something or other. I've got a bad feeling about this. He never brings anything but bad news. Isn't this a beautiful place? You can see why it's one of the 16 wonders of Labelle. First it was Minoria with all the beautiful flowers, then the port town of Ruan, and now Letton. This area has so many must-see places, honestly. Some things about the roar of the waterfall really relaxes me. There's been a lot of guests today, all looking for a place to stay. I should get a room ready. I think I'm going to go ahead and rest here and fill up my EP back up. Because that White Gehenna, such a good ability, but it does eat EP like no one's business. Come on in. I don't have much of anything special, but I'd be grateful for the conversation. The little kettle roasted fish here are especially good. I highly recommend them, even though you may feel compelled to eat them up in one bite. And see, he's got some new meals. Buy about 6 of those. They increase defense, which is always useful. Should eat one of them to get the recipe. Ah, it's a lovely place, don't you think? Since the cost of a room is so reasonable, I think I might stay a few more days. Let's see, anybody else around here? It's pretty bizarre that the ruins themselves become the waterfall. I'd say one thing for guard duty here, the view is great. It can get tough when winter comes through. That'll take you to the next region, which is that door down here. Ah, I heard that you were going to Ruan, but nothing of you coming here. Yes, it seems that our plans suddenly changed. Well, what can you do? Let's begin preparation for the inspections. Yes, sir. Alrighty, now we're off to Saffield Tower. Shouldn't be too difficult to get there, I would think. Just gonna check the animals across the highway. Anything else I need to be worried about? Oh, the big ostrich thing. So Joshua's just gone ahead and leveled up, and now he has unlocked a new ability called Cloak and Dagger. Wasn't an S break. So let's see, can we view his crafts at the side over there? I guess we can't. That's okay. Next time we're in a fight, I can go ahead and show you what the Cloak and Dagger ability does. Saffield Tower. I think it's going to be a fight here anyway. We're not going to be going into the tower just yet. We'll do that a little later on. We're literally just here for this. You have found disappointment. And for our extermination quest, for this thing over here. Go ahead and save it. Just in case. I mean, we have the auto saves for coming in this area, but I like to do an extra save just in case. Look at that. So, new ability, Cloak and Dagger. Surprise attack aimed at an enemy's weak spot. 20% chance of a KO. Super useful. Don't recall if these move, so I'm going to go ahead and get things set up over here. And it looks like they do not move. So I'm going to recast this ability over here. Oh, now they start moving. Well, aren't these starting to become an irritation? Let's try and get that here. That way if they move a little bit, hopefully we'll still... my plans are not going according to plan. But we're doing okay. Okay, almost there. Can't possibly miss this time. Oh. He has reflect. So don't use attacks. Just use arts. All those lovely septium. Exterminated monster and found the O-type test model. That's the other item that we needed. Which I believe, is that a weapon? I believe it's this, the Zero Shot X, an experimental gun from the central factory. Slow to fire. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video, was back at the Bracer Guild. Alrighty, we're back in Ruan. I'm just heading over to the Bracer Guild now. Actually, not the Bracer Guild. We need to head over to the Arms Factory, I believe is the location where we need to deliver this. I came here from Zeiss to do market research into orbital-powered firearms. The Orion Causeway is crawling with some extremely aggressive monsters. I have an extremely important prototype model that I was trying to work the bugs out of. Oh, I saw the bulletin board. So what you lost is this orbital gun thingy. Yes, that's correct. If you should find it, I beg of you. Is this the prototype gun? Whoa, how did you get your hands on this? A monster near the Sapphire Tower had it. It probably wanted it for the Septium mechanism. In Adios's name, thank you so much. Oh, thank goodness you found it. And now we've fulfilled your request. Pardon us, but we must be going. But why are you in such a hurry? Please at least take this with you. Just a token of my appreciation. I wish you luck on your future endeavours. Thanks. Thanks for all you've done today. I hope I can count on you if I need you again. It's always nice to surprise people. You get that completed before they even recognise that somebody is helping them. So it should be everything now that we can turn in. Warehouse key, find the prototype, Orion Road monster. Much obliged, you appear to have achieved your goal without injury. If you complete any other jobs, be sure to give me all the juicy details. And that's everything. Alrighty, so that's a great place to end our episode for today, everyone. Thank you for your support and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification icon, just so you know when the next episode comes out, when we go and investigate the fire at the orphanage. Bye bye for now.